I think everything Israel is doing is making that worse. And I'm not saying,
everything.
well, they are bombing, they're starving, they're displacing.
A lot of people in the West, they like to identify the righteous with those who are weak. The fact that someone is weak doesn't mean that he's righteous or right.
I just want to make sure that no pictures are taken with me. That's okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Why do everybody is scared from having their opinions on camera? Why not? I mean, if you're confident, and you should be, even we disagree, it's okay.
All right.
But I'm just saying one thing, the bottom line is, if you do not apply the same standards of responsibility also to the other side, then obviously the war will continue. But you know, you guys, unfortunately, and I want to hear you, instead of you guys to be also pro-Palestine, you need also to demand from them to be also responsible, and you never do.
Right.
You always treat them with inferiority, with the infantilization. They're not kids. They're also adults.
So I've been to Palestine.
Am I wrong?
I've been to Palestine. I haven't been to Gaza. I've been to the Palestinian Authority.
Okay.
What I saw is people without water under military occupation.
People with what?
Without water, genuinely no water, right?
Oh,
like they collect
like in the unrecognized villages, right?
They genuinely collect rainwater. They are under military occupation. They like to get to places they need to go through armed posts, armed by Israelis, right?
Okay.
Right. They don't have any power to object to that because they're under military occupation. My first thought was, okay, let's start with give them water, give them jobs, give them a lot of money, right? Like Israel is way richer than the Palestinian Authority. If you want, no.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm not in this society. I'm
wait, but let him.
Yeah, I know how much corruption was.
Oh no, I believe
there,
that.
so it's
I believe
something
that.
like.
I'm not cutting him because he is allowed to express his opinion, even if I disagree with him with a lot of things, not with everything, by the way, but I do.
I believe
Their leaders spend this money.
I believe that there is a lot of corruption in Palestine.
Would be different.
No, but I believe that, right? I believe that.
But the question is, does
countries where aid goes?
But the question
that most aid goes.
What the? Anyway, does all of them do not have water? Does all of them do not have jobs? And regarding the Palestinian, wait a second. And regarding the Palestinian Authority, the Palestinian Authority is a legitimate body for the Palestinians themselves. I mean, the Palestinian Authority is because of the Oslo Accords, and I agree that we need to change that. We cannot maintain the status quo forever. I'm against the status quo. But I'm probably unlike you. You probably support either state of Palestine or two-state solution, or one democratic state which is not Israel, right? Probably. I support one state called Israel that includes the Palestinians as part of Israel. That's me. You don't have to agree, but.
Maybe.
I've read.
But still,
I think if all Israelis supported peaceful resolutions, and we're doing the ultimate best to ensure that lives are not
will not be
destroyed, people are not killed, children are not killed, armies do not invade civilian populations, and you're going to be like, but Hamas is there. And I'm just like, if the Israeli state took as much care to protect every single Palestinian in the land that they occupy as much as they would take to protect every single Israeli, and then take care to only kill or imprison the Israelis that actually commit crimes.
It's not only that, but one second. Before that, I want to hear it too. But before that, I don't think that you know what sets and drives the Palestinians themselves. It's not only jobs and
I think it's anger.
Not only that. It's religion. It's something that they believe in. I don't think that you know about their core beliefs as Muslims, what drives them and motivates them, and what are their goals as Muslims.
I think
I don't
that
think
they're
he
very
knows
angry,
about
and
that.
I would be just as angry if I were them. I would imagine that if they stop it, if we do the best we can to remove all sources of injustice, anger, unlawful punishment, whatever, and they remain angry and demanding the dissolution of the Jewish state, then we have a conversation, right? Then we can be like, maybe there are two sides, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but we need to demand justice for them and also for us, don't we? I mean, in order for that to be justice, it needs to be balanced.
Do you
no?
seriously think that
I'm really sorry to interrupt,
Sure.
but I am Hayat Feride. I'm a PhD candidate at World Studies Department, also teaching here. I am originally from Georgia, and I know more or less what's going on in the Middle East because I am a international relations expert as well.
so you know maybe what it's like for your country to be invaded?
Not only. So my point is, we can't consider what's going on in Israel-Palestine without geopolitical context, without Russia's involvement there, and without having the idea of what Russia's interest is and how they use every opportunity to destroy any democratic state around them because their imperialistic idea is completely different, which you know nothing about in the West. If you may, I tell this because.
But if I may,
yeah.
we want to have a conversation regarding Israel and Palestine and all.
Yeah.
Do you know what is their symbol? What is their slogan? We sanctify death much more than you sanctify life. Do you know this? Have you heard about it? It's very fundamental, and again, I'm not canceling them. I feel their suffering, but whoever is fighting us and think that they're going to be martyrs and that's going to be their reward, we have a problem. I don't think that you guys know about what motivates and drives them.
Everybody's motivated by and driven by an ideology, right? The Ukrainians fighting the Russians are driven by an ideology that they're a nation.
Okay.
And the Georgians are also driven by some ideology. And, the Israelis created the land of Israel because they were like a distinct people, mostly defined religiously.
Why do you think that the Jews came back to Israel?
I mean, genocide, right? Genocide.
No.
No?
Where do you think that the Jews come from?
I think that the proximal reasons why
why are we called Jews? Names have meaning.
Judea, yes.
Judea.
Yeah.
Like, Arabs.
Why are they called
Arabia.
Palestinians?
Palestinian because...
Philistines.
Right. After the Romans changed the name. By the way, I don't cancel them to be part of Palestine. I don't do that. I believe that they belong to Palestine. But, again, when I speak with Palestinians, most of them, unfortunately, they deny that we belong to this land. They deny that we have, any legitimacy in this land.
I know that in a war-torn environment, passions are high and hatred. Right?
And religion, by the way, play a very major role in this conflict.
So there is a lot of hatred, there are a lot of passion. And I think everything Israel is doing is making that worse. And
everything.
Well, they are bombing, they're starving, they're displacing.
What about the cooperation of Israel that also take care of kids in Gaza to the hospital before the war and even during the war?
I mean, they're also...
it's not only black and white, man.
It's not black and white. It is that there is a group with power and a group without power.
But again, a lot of people in the West, they like to identify the righteous with those who are weak. The fact that someone is weak doesn't mean that he's righteous or right.
Right. It means that
in the Jewish, in the Jewish and also in the Muslim point of view or ideology, justice is for the weak and to the strong in holistic way. So yes, the Palestinians are weak, but we are the minority in the Middle East. It's not only black and white.